Welcome to a review of great books, where each page is a door to the world of knowledge and soul, where we seek and explore the true values in life together, and become better versions of ourselves. Today, we join a financial class through the summary and analysis of a famous book on financial management, The Richest Man in Babylon. The author of this book is George S. Clason, a renowned businessman and writer from America. He is also known as a master of financial management in the United States. In that year, he published a series of booklets on smart financial management and financial success, inspired by the ancient context of Babylon, and presented his views in the form of parables. These booklets were widely released in banking and insurance sectors, quickly becoming familiar works to millions of people. They were later compiled into The Richest Man in Babylon. Through this book, we can learn the 10 oldest, most popular and effective rules for becoming wealthy. By mastering these rules, anyone can start from scratch to achieve success and happiness. The first step on the path to wealth is when a person decides to retain a portion of their income for themselves. This applies to everyone. It is also what rich dad Robert Kiyosaki said, "Pay yourself first." We have two groups of people. The first group spends first and saves if there's any leftover. If not, they save nothing. Many of us belong to this group. To them, savings are what's left after expenses. The second group does the opposite, saving a fixed percentage of their income first and then spending the rest. According to this group's method, each month, they save 1/10 of their income, using the remaining 9/10 for daily living. Living on 9/10 of your income is not as tough as you think. The first secret is to make your wallet fat. Every time, you should keep back 1/10 of your income for yourself. Wealth, like a mighty tree, grows from a small seed. Each amount of money we save is a seed, from which a large asset tree can grow. The sooner we plant the seed, the faster the asset tree will grow. Every payday, someone spends everything immediately. Not earning enough, they'll have to think about how to get a raise or work extra hours. However, many of people's problems lie not in income but in spending. Human desires are infinite. No matter how much one's income is, one can always find a way to spend all earnings at summer sales, discount festivals, and often think, just a little, it's on sale, or work some extra shifts this week, so let's treat myself to a lavish meal, and so on. Without controlling desires, one will never save. The second secret is learning to control spending. The most direct way to control desires is to control spending. The book suggests creating a budget, helping us clearly understand monthly expenses, knowing where it's necessary to spend and where we can reduce. Cutting back on these expenses will slowly fill our wallets. Although many feel that controlling desires is too painful, if we don't, we'll be in perpetual agony. The third secret is making your money work for you. The Richest Man in Babylon advises everyone to invest to increase their savings. Stocks, real estate, and similar things can all increase wealth. If you have a better way, share it with everyone. When our wallets start to fill, we need to consider how to put our assets to work for us, creating more wealth. In the book, Arkad loans money to a craftsman making shields. Every year, this craftsman has to buy a ship of bronze from abroad as raw material. He does not have enough capital, so he needs to borrow from others. Importantly, this craftsman is very reputable, honest, and kind. After selling shields, he always repays the debt on time with interest. Through a series of loans and borrowings, Arkad has gained enormous revenue from this craftsman, developing from just one or two initial income sources to multiple passive income sources. The result is assets continuously flowing into Arkad's pocket. Many people, after earning or accumulating a large sum, can become wasteful, investing carelessly. The fourth secret is avoiding asset loss by ensuring capital safety. Remember, all investments have risks, requiring us to constantly learn and practice investment knowledge to continuously increase profits. If you are like Arkad, if someone around you wants to start a business, needs to borrow capital, the first thing is to confirm whether that person is capable of repaying and reputable. Otherwise, it's sure to end in tragedy. Or if you want to invest in a business, first, You need to understand the risks that may exist in that business, carefully consider them, and then decide. As mentioned in The Richest Man in Babylon, there's a story about Arkad investing in a brickmaker. He gives the savings of a year to the brickmaker to go abroad and buy some jewels, then sell and share the profits. But the result is, the brickmaker only brings back ordinary glass beads. Therefore, if you want to invest or start a business, consult those who have invested, started up, and succeeded for their experiences and advice. They will help you steer clear of investment traps. Only when your principal is protected can you step-by-step invest and expand your assets. In this aspect, if you want, there are many readily available materials online for studying and reference. You can also follow the Review Book channel. We regularly share knowledge on financial management and investment. The more you know, the more you earn. The fifth secret is turning your home into a profitable investment. Homes always are a hot topic. Everyone knows the importance of housing, whether used as a residence for oneself or rented out as an investment. This is a long-term and stable investment. Just like in Rich Dad Poor Dad, it is actual wealth. Currently, house prices in many regions, especially large cities, are quite expensive. Isn't it a reason for us to become clearer about saving and slower spending? Instead of immediately reacting with the question, how can you afford a house without money? The sixth secret suggested by Arkad in the book is ensuring future income. Future income sources could be real estate, gold, stocks, funds, interest-bearing insurance, annuities, and other financial products. These investment options can all be future income sources for us. Small initial investments can yield great returns in the future. And we must remember to leverage compound interest. The seventh secret is enhancing your ability to earn money. As mentioned in the earlier housing topic, sometimes there are comments like, how can you afford a house without money? Yes, these questions and topics are valid. Even I have asked myself the same. But if there's a question, there needs to be thinking about a solution. Arkad mentions a young man borrowing money from him because his income is never enough to cover expenses. Arkad asks, what have you done to increase your earning ability? The young man says that in 2 months, he has asked for a raise 6 times, but never succeeded. Why not succeed? Probably everyone guesses that no company gives a raise to an employee just because he asks without a specific reason. If you want to stand out, the simplest way is to improve yourself, increase earning capacities. You can take extra time to enhance professional skills, then ask for a raise. Or if you want to change your job, switch careers, spend time learning related industry knowledge to incrementally improve yourself. The key is enhancing capabilities, with the most important being ambition. If you don't have ambition, how can you reach your desired destination? Ambition needs to be straightforward and clear. If too much, too vague, or inappropriate for abilities, it will be trampled by your own thoughts. We should continually enhance learning, working abilities, knowledge absorption, and aspire to live a prosperous life. The eighth secret is securing capital safety when investing. Today, accessing knowledge is incredibly easy with many educational products. As long as you want, you can always find time to incrementally improve abilities. A person must know how to safeguard gold in pockets, otherwise, it will all be lost. A savvy person should gradually accumulate wealth and know how to protect it, only thus can more be safeguarded. If the principal is lost, high returns are not worth the risk. Before investing, you need thorough research to ensure the capital is not at risk. Don't get deceived by dreams of getting rich quick. Before lending money, ensure the person can repay it and has good credibility. To give away your hard-earned money to someone else is utterly foolish. We need to plan for life when older because by then, both spirit and work capabilities decline. We no longer have the strength to earn like in youth. Thus, preparation for later life is necessary. Most of us pay social insurance fees at work, which is also a preparation method for the future. But life 10 years later, who knows? No one knows how valuable our received money will be when inflation occurs. Hence, besides paying social insurance, save more, or choose stable financial products to create a retirement fund. If someone has nothing of their own, they cannot bring real joy to their family. Owning assets is a goal for many. Having your house means that instead of paying rent every month, that money can repay a mortgage principal. In 10 years, that house will belong to us. Having a home brings us many benefits, saving living costs, and using that money to enjoy life, meeting personal desires. The 9th secret is to be fortunate. You must know how to seize opportunities and persevere. Books recount instances of missed opportunities due to hesitation and indecision. They remind us that luck often comes with good opportunities, and those who act will always be favored by the goddess of luck. To achieve long sought-after success, some attribute others' success to the era, luck, talent, origin, connections, and outside factors. Their goal is to find justifiable excuses for their lack of effort, laziness, and short-sightedness. For normal individuals, continuously improving oneself, consistently preparing, is essential to seize opportunities when they knock. The 10th secret is paying off your debts completely, even avoiding using credit cards. In books as well as reality, many encounter debts not because of unemployment, but for purchasing things beyond their means due to fancy, or investing carelessly and blindly, or being conned due to greed over tiny benefits, or being tied down by discounts or family requests, ultimately becoming a slave to debt. Indeed, debt is a neutral concept. There's no shame in it. It's only significant if it is well managed or not. In fact, many succeed using debt to transform good ideas into successful business ventures, turning those into stable careers. Everyone faces times of urgent need for money. Borrowing is unavoidable. Fear of debt isn't frightening. The frightful is borrowing without a proper purpose and exceeding one's repayment ability. Thus, consumption must align with financial capacity and quickly pay off consumer debt. Personal asset values are not just measured by the cash in hand, but by stable income sources and steady cash flow into pockets that always run. Steady cash flow creates real wealth. Only by continually increasing passive income, ensuring cash flow keeps flowing in when not working. Above are 10 wealth-building principles gleaned from the book The Richest Man in Babylon. In the preface, author George S. Clason wrote that Babylon became the wealthiest nation in ancient times because its people valued money and applied these undeniable financial principles to create and accumulate wealth, thus generating more wealth. Have you mastered these 10 principles to move toward financial freedom? This is a book review. If you like our program, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell not to miss any financial stories and investment tips we share. See you in the next program. Thank you for listening.